In today's world, the need for those answers and for those questions is even greater than ever before. The previous Rebbe, who lived through the war, writes about this day that we live in a time of terrible confusion. The walls of Gullus are aflame and they're burning, and we are confused and frightened. And more than ever, we need to strengthen our connection to Torah and to mitzvahs. And it is the duty of every Jew, not just the rabbis and the teachers, to do whatever they can to make the confusion and pain of Golus a little easier and to bring Mashiach. This was 1940, 1941. What confusion was he talking about? War, displacement, people were homeless, people were wandering. Confusion. It doesn't compare to the confusion of today. Today we are so confused and there's no war. There's not even something to blame it on. I am so confused. About what? About everything. About everything. We don't know who to believe. We don't know what's true. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's coming. We don't know what happened. In an age of information, we are so uninformed. That's confusing. And this confusion drains all the happiness out of our lives. Because there is nothing so destructive of happiness as doubt. Doubts. I don't know. I'm confused. Living in confusion leaves no room for happiness. And the reason for that is that confusion leaves you without gratitude. What are you grateful for? I don't know. Are you grateful for your life? I don't know. Are you grateful for your health? I don't know if I'm healthy. And if I am, I don't know what's going to be tomorrow. Are you grateful for your country, your politicians? You're grateful for your medical leaders and the hospitals? Is your money worth anything anymore? Like, what are we grateful for? And without gratitude, there is no happiness. This is a serious but very helpful and positive development. It's the way Mashiach arrives. Let's think about this for a minute. There's a guy in India, you may have heard about him, about 2 years ago. He took his parents to court. He sued his parents. He wants them to pay all his bills for the rest of his life. Why? Because they gave birth to him without his consent. If I were the judge, I would award him support for the rest of his life because he's got such a good complaint. You give birth to me and then tell me that I have to go to school, I have to get a degree, I have to get a job, I have to make money and pay the mortgage. Did I sign up for this? You give birth to me and tell me to pay the bills? How does this make sense? Where's the justice in this? See, it took him to court. They threw it out. They threw it out of court. I don't know why. I think it's a great... We should make it a class action. We should all rebel. No more. Not going to school, not getting a job, and I'm not paying no mortgage. Because I didn't ask for this. I never signed an agreement. I never even orally agreed. In fact, nobody asked me. And I'm stuck with the bills? Come on, that's not right. It's not right. You invite me to the most expensive 5-star restaurant, and at the end of the meal you tell me to pay? That's not nice. I think they threw it out of court because the parents said, no, we wanted to consult with you. We couldn't find you. Where were you? No, actually the parents said, we didn't ask to be born either. So don't complain to us, complain to Grandma. And Grandma said, I didn't ask to be born either. So who's there to complain to? Who's got to pay the bills? Adam and Chava? They can't even afford a dress. It seems funny, but the question is an excellent question. How do I become obligated when I never agreed to any of this? So you can say, oh, you're not obligated. You want to die? Go ahead. Okay, I don't want to die. I'm not depressed. I'm not suicidal. But don't I have a good argument? So if your child or grandchild, and it's going to happen because it's happening all over the world, if your child says, I have to clean up the room, I didn't even ask to be born. Don't get scared. Don't rush him off to a psychiatrist and put him on antidepressants. Tell him you didn't ask either. Because this child is not depressed, he's precocious. He's right. Now we need a good answer. Because if we can't answer that question, we are not capable of happiness. And this is good news. Because it's what makes us human. If you enjoyed this conversation or this topic, and you're looking for more information, or you want to hear it again from another angle, there's a way to do that. And that is in this book. It's all there. Order it from Amazon. You can read it, reread it, and share it. We have a Sunday night program for VIPs that you might be interested in. It's informal. It's questions and answers. It's conversation. It's really relaxed. It's really pleasant, enjoyable, informative, and kind of community-like. It's a Sunday night program. There's a Wednesday morning program for the VIPs, and there's a Wednesday night program. All of it just conversation, casual, laid back, unscripted. So join us. Take a look. Click the link below and see which of the three suits you best, and join us for some enjoyable conversation.